What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, episode 22 of the walkthrough. So, picking up here from Ainsel River. Okay, so this is actually Ainsel River Well Depths. Later on, we'll have Ainsel River Main and a few others once we start getting into the underground regions. I just want to make sure I'm actually calling it the right thing so no one gets confused of why we are where we are. So, firstly, as soon as we get down here, guys, we're going to be going over to the right and getting some magic grease. Now, so this is our first underground region. Really, really cool zones. Every one of them is different from the last. And, they have the similar type designs and stuff, but they're just completely different from each other at the same time, you know what I mean? But yeah, they're really neat, just nice, refreshing, very different from the stuff we've been doing. We're going to have to deal with some ants, which aren't bad. Fire weapons do, just, really, really amazing here. So we're going to have a few, like I said, to kind of get rid of. What's our stats at? So without the touch, so one more point to dex, then we're back in intelligence. That's nice. Alright, so we're going to take these guys out, progress forward. And usually I come in here with, fire type stuff. I'm doing faith builds. But it looks like they're just as weak to physical and magic and all that good stuff. Okay. So moving forward, let's go and turn on our lantern. But there is going to be an ant coming up on our right. Alright. Now, so the path we really... I know we're not to that yet. Hold on. There's a little side path we'll hit. Not much really comes from it. But I do believe there's like a rune back here, or smithing stone. Smaller tier smithing stone, or smaller tier rune. And you're going to get a lot of runes down here. You're going to get a lot of smithing stones down here. You're going to get a lot of good smithing stones and good runes down here. Not so much the first ones, but definitely the later ones. And next episode, we'll be going to the second underground region, the one that's under Limgrave, and there is a Somber 5 in there. There's also a very nice quality weapon too. There's lightning and frostbite damage to halberd. So we got some really good stuff coming these next episodes. In fact, from about this point forward, things are really about to just start opening up where you get much better weapons, equipment, runes, smithing stones, stuff like that. It's really fun. But we're going to just stay straight. This is pretty much just a side path. It'll lead you out to the main area for sure, but there's the other path we want to take, and it leads to a rune that's worth 5,000, so I do believe, that's the path we want to get on to progress to the main area, because it's easy to miss that kind of stuff. We don't want to miss that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Alright. So we're going to go over here, grab a side of grace, then just, kind of run backwards to take the other path. But this side of grace is nice because it leads us out to here, which leads to the main area, and there's an elevator to bring you down. So if you were to die, you can kind of just fast travel to this side of grace to move forward down there. You don't have to deal with the Claymen, because they ain't met the Claymen yet. They're fun. As of right now, they're not worth shit for runes, like 100 runes, 109, something weird like that. So they're not really worth your time, although they do drop for this build, I'm not the biggest on spears, there's just a few I like, and they do drop a magic scaling spear, so it might, go good with our build for the time being. So we might take the time to actually kill them, but generally we'll just run past them. Now in the later areas, those guys are worth 560 runes a piece or something crazy, so it's definitely worth our time then. We never even talked about our other talisman pouch. So we got another talisman pouch for taking out, our second demigod, whether it had been Renala or anyone else. We did pick up another one So let's see what we want to rock. Not really using spells like that. Critical, guard counters, final hit, chain attacks, charge attacks, and reduce attacks, get blockers. Thrusting attacks, horseback, jump attacks, bow effective range, spell hit, potency, sorceries. Let's go with final hit and chain attacks. I mean, that's if I get the whole thing out, which isn't going to be the easiest thing. If I was two-handed, it would just be that one. But yeah, you know, even if we just hit it here and there, it's extra damage when it does hit. And we have a lot of talismans, don't get me wrong, but we haven't started getting to the really good ones as of yet. And we're still getting a buff every time, you know, we start hitting successive attacks, which we pretty much always do with this build so far, at least. All right. So we're gonna have a lot of these ants to deal with. This guy drops rune 10. Like I said, we're 5,000. When I kill him, then just run straight, run, and we're gonna try to choke point these guys. Also, you get the rune arc. To make it much easier on ourselves. You know, there's quite a few of them. So. Alright, we got them. Gonna keep progressing forward. Now, I said this episode, we'll fully clear this underground region, but we can't fit both in, unfortunately. It's gonna take 2 episodes, but I would like to at least do the intro area of our next one. We'll see how much time we have. But we're almost like through half of this already, unfortunately. Well, probably about a third of it. Just goes by quick, but there's some good stuff. So make sure you drop on this ledge, and you want to drop on that ledge, so be careful when you drop down so you don't miss the item. Just kind of run, jump. Alright, so let's do. So that's where we're going to progress, but you don't want to progress through the door. You want to progress to the right over those pillars. Reason being, there's like this really big guy firing rocks on you, and the only way to get to him is the right path. It's going to lead you to a pillar you can kind of go up. So as you see, these guys are going to start stacking on. They can start stacking on damage pretty easily. It's not like they're extremely formidable, but they could be a problem as there's so many of them. And they just tank all your attacks, you know what I mean? So watch your health. Like I said, in general, I wouldn't even be fighting these guys. But I want to see if we can get the spear. Firefly, no one else dropped anything, unfortunately. But one of them will, I'm sure. We kill this many of them, you know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go over here to inventory, pop a silver pickle foul foot and help. I don't know if I'm gonna like the spear. I just want to see the moveset of it, like actually feel it. You know what I mean? Some spears feel really good, and some just don't. Start knocking them down a little bit here. Like I said, typically, I don't, you know, like spam active support, but when you're surrounded like this, guys, it's perfectly fine to do, I feel like, you know. Boosted our item discovery, it should help. I don't know how much arcane comes with this class, I'd have to look. 9, not the best, not the worst either. But we will have another chance as these guys are all throughout this place. It's pretty much just going to be Claymen and ants. And, you know, this underground part. Okay. So as I mentioned, we're going to go to the right, not the left. They lead out to the same part. However, this leads to a higher part where we're able to go take out the big guy throwing rocks. If you want to avoid him, you probably could. Keep in mind, when we come here again to a different part of the underground region, he's still going to be there, then you won't be able to get to him, and he's still going to be hitting you with rocks. And they're not even rocks, they're like meteorites, so. Could really be a problem. So I on the pillar, wait for them. They're not like gonna one-shot you. They do a bit of damage, nothing too crazy. But yeah, they do a bit of damage. Better not to get hit by them, you know, I know that much. Alright, so grab your smithing one. Okay, just duck behind here for a second. Alright. And while we're hiding, might as well refill our stuff. You about to get this guy first. Are you the spear guy? No, you're not him either. Alright, run. Now before we start working our way up there, we do want to grab the globe works and, you know, stuff like that. So, make sure you got that. Anytime I come down here with the faith build, I get the spear no problem. It's not like no game-changing spear, but the spear I want for Dex Ant, we're not going to get until Mountaintops of the Giants, which is very unfortunate. I guess we could run there a bit early, take out the main boss of the capital, just run through some shit, grab our weapon, then come back to finish it off. But I don't like doing stuff like, we'll think about it though. I hate waiting to the end of the game for the weapon I want to rock with a build. That just sucks. So this guy, he looks worse than what he is. Trying to lock on is pretty easy to walk off. It's usually pretty easy to stagger. Regardless, he's dead. So he's not going to respawn. He's also not going to be any more trouble for us. Now it's time to drop down to the right. Go talk to a merchant, grab the map. Then we got a bunch of claymen to deal with and just loose loot everywhere before we move on. So this is going to be your map. Ainsel River map.
Is someone custom well?
So this guy's got Celestial Dew. He's got this that lets you craft perfume bottles, acid spray mist. You're not going to really be able to start crafting the perfume bottles until we get to Altus Plateau, so if you want an earlier option, this is pretty much going to be your only one. Mage consumables, the armor set we started with, Lost Ashes of War, which lets you duplicate Ashes of War, and then Thaw Frost boluses and Stimulating boluses. I am going to go pick this up. It's late game. I'm going to be trying to craft those, and wish I did pick it up, and I'll probably want to run all the way back here, so let's just save ourselves some time. It's only 2,500 runes. I mean, you know, it's not like we're getting 100,000 runes back to back at this point, but they are starting to come a little bit easier. You know what I mean? Not too bad. That bubble does more damage than you think, and that's actually an intelligence arcane spell, and we'll be picking it up later this episode as we're going to do the first little portion of the next underground region, and you get both arcane intelligence spells down there. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the arcane intelligence has like no options. Like that's pretty much it as far as spells go. You know, if I was to do arcane intelligence, like the bare minimum arcane and intelligence and dex as high as I can get it, the only suitable build for that even is to like do Rivers of Blood and Moonbell Katana dual wielding like we are now. And fill your heals. Now that's the door we would have came out. From. These guys really don't want to drop it. Usually I can care less about this damn spear. I'm just so curious if it's going to be a decent option to buy some time. I don't think it's a somber weapon, but still. Oh no, not the big hit. Ugh. Yeah, so they could just, they don't even have to break your guard, man. They can literally just pick you up and get a critical off on you. As you see, there's a bunch. We need to get that heal. Alright. Come on, let me get it off. Thank you. Thank you, my good man. yeah. Like I said, it's not really hard to die to them, even though they're not like the most formidable enemies. It's not hard to die. You see the damage they stack on. Come on, lock on. As we get all these guys out, then we can kind of just, you know, run around and get all this stuff. So they're all dead. We'll come back here. Oh, no, not you. It's alright, we're about to get a side of grace anyways. Yeah, but like I said, it wasn't really worth your time as far as the runes you're going to get. But we were trying to get, or I'm trying to get that spear just to see if it's any good. Then besides that, getting them out of the way to be able to just go around and get all the loot isn't, you know, the worst idea also. And you see how nasty, this is what they are. You know, they're just clay. Real weird enemy, in my opinion. Now we're just going through and grabbing what we can. Thank you. Go on over here, get our side of grace. I was really wanting that spear, but they didn't drop it, even with 2 silver pickled feet. I guess before we move on, I'm gonna just do one more run for it. Sorry guys, but I've already, you know, used up my silver pickled feet, so I want to rest and try to give this one more chance at least. Want to drop anything but, don't they? No, no, no. Okay, that will do, sir. Yeah, they're quite annoying. Really, they're not. Really, I don't have any trouble at all with them. But when the bubbles are hitting you, on top of the spears and all that shit, they really... Someone behind me too? What the hell's going on here? Alright. Tell you what, if I get this spear, it better be a hell of a spear. All I know is that. Thank you. That's all we wanted. Oh, I can't just fast travel over there. Unfortunately, so I have to run back. It's fine. Alright, please have a decent moveset. It does come out fast. It doesn't have the R2 swipes though, unfortunately. I like the spears that have the R2 like slash attacks, but It's okay. I'm gonna get some magic on it. You know, get what is it? Oh, it's more of a strength weapon. Why? It's a light ass spear. Literally makes no sense. Okay. I don't think it's a somber weapon. I mean, I could be wrong. It does magic damage. But if it's a regular weapon, it means you can put other affinities on it too and do magic on top of other things. Okay. It's alright. Won't be rocking it, unfortunately. But like I said, I was just curious. Yeah. What was that? The immunizing horn charm. That's gonna increase your defenses to poison and rot, which can be nice. So we're about to go on this left path, and doing so is gonna let us overlook a very late underground region, which is the Lake of Rot. Lake of Rot we have to go through, and we don't have our don't have our horse. So we'd actually run through a whole region, healing ourselves, curing the rot, and we could easily do that because we're gonna put on like the +5 Faith Talisman and use like Flame Cleanse Me and get some armor that's going to boost our resistances. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass. The way I have it planned for you guys, so it's not gonna be bad. Shit, you gotta keep, doing Flame Cleanse Me and healing yourself and stopping and doing this. But at the end of it, we get Darkmoon Greatsword for mage build, which is probably the best intelligence weapon in the game, and one of the highest damaging weapons in the game. Does frostbite damage and high physical damage, high magic damage. Really badass weapon. I actually can't wait to get it, because as soon as we do Caelid, which we're doing next, in like one episode we start Caelid, then we can do the rest of the underground, and like the fourth underground region we go to, the second one after Caelid, is like we're gonna get a really good dex intelligence weapon that's really fun. We can go from dual wielding katanas to dual wielding curved swords for a while. That'll be fun too. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna, go into a Dex Faith build or Dex Arcane or what, but I know we're gonna stay Dex. We're gonna switch out intelligence for something, unless we're having fun. I didn't really have a plan for this build for this walkthrough because we just did Strength Faith. I just was like, I'm gonna do something different. And we're going to go through the game, and when we find stuff, I'm going to make a conscious decision whether, what I want to be and spec that way. So my levels might not be as high as everyone else's, but it doesn't matter, I have plenty of damage to beat the game regardless. Okay. Let me hit my drink. I'm going to tell y'all what's about to happen. So, about to have our first underground boss fight. This is the Dragonkin Soldier. He's a really big guy. He's going to be using Frostbite Lightning incantations. That being said, he just doesn't have much health. And he's not the biggest threat. Only thing you really got to focus on is dodges. I think you could use the summons here, but I'll tell you don't really need it. So, this one's going to go quick. I guess we can put an opening bubble tier. But yeah, he's a really big guy. He's kin to the dragons. Kind of looks like a big dragon man type deal. But he just doesn't have much health, as you see. Sometimes he gets kind of tough to target. Yeah. Oh yeah, he rips that back up, I forgot. Didn't realize that was a move around. But yeah, just focus on your dodges, and do as much damage as you can. He's gonna put up some pretty good damage, but he's not gonna one-shot you. when he does that, run away. Oh, it still got us. I think it's better to run side to side, not front to back on that one. And that's what we come here to get from this guy. Not to mention he's a, trophy boss. But it's not too bad to dodge, as you see. Heal if you get hit. Yeah, he doesn't like you healing, as you see. As you see, it's okay. He's about dead. And there you go. So there's your Dragonkin Soldier of Narstella. That gets you Frozen Lightning Spirits Incantations. Really badass. I think you're going to need 36 faith. 34 faith. I apologize. Yep. 34 faith, really cool. It does lightning damage, but as you see, it's gonna proc frostbite. You kind of jump in the air, throw it on the ground. It's really cool, and it's a lot of fun. It really is. One of my favorite. I mean, if you do a faith build, guys, you could. I like to keep the same stuff, whether it's all lightning or all fire. But my first time, I didn't dial in a build, I guess you could say, and I just was using all different types of incantations. But it is more fun to kind of make I don't know, like pyromancy or lightning for paladin, like section them out. I think that's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's kind of one, because there's only like one weapon or one incantation like that, so you kind of put that with other stuff. You could do like a lightning build using that. It'd be pretty cool, pretty fun. Now from here, I do want to tell you guys, since I said Darkmoon Greatsword's not the farthest away, we have Caleb, then the rest of the underground will get it after the Lake of Rot, probably 10-15 episodes. You want to have a 38 intelligence, and you'll be able to use that. So just want to make sure I stated that for everyone. Now, the map, as you see, so we're gonna have underground region here, then we'll have another one here, then there will be like different branch offs of this one, different branch offs of this one. We'll get one down here, then we'll get one up here. So kind of a lot going on. But from here, let's go ahead and jump over to Fort Height West and go ahead and go to our second underground region. Okay, so we're about here. It's right by the Erd Tree where we got our first tiers for our flask. I don't want anyone sneaking up on me trying to hit me while I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. So it's right here. It's right this little building. We're going to go there, take the longest elevator in the world. Take that on down, and we can start on our second underground region. And we'll finish it up next episode, but I would like to knock out the first part of it, like the introduction to it. You just go in, grab some loot pretty much, then it leads you out to like more of an open world portion. And this is also just to fill up the episode. As you guys know, I like to do hour-long episodes. It's still going to be cut short because it's only going to take us like 10 minutes at the most, but we won't have enough time to do the full thing, you know what I mean? The full run through of this place. This is very unfortunate, but do what we can. So like I said, it kind of looks similar in some aspects, but like they're entirely different. So the main gist of this one is we need to go around, light 8 pillars, which will unlock a boss. So there's 2 bosses here. One's another Dragonkin Soldier like we just beat. He does not use incantations, but he's got a lot more health and he does a lot more damage. So he's harder. He just doesn't. He's not as powerful in a sense. He's not like throwing raw power incantations at you. But yeah, he hits really hard and he's got a lot more health. So there's that. We might actually go ahead into the open world part that we're going to do next episode and take him out so we can grab another Somber 5 for people and just use our time wisely because he's kind of off in his own little area. So we can kind of separate a bit. So how we want to target this place, guys. Right when you go in, get on Torrent, stick to the right side of this pathway and just get everything here. You know, we're just riding around, picking up a bunch of stuff. We're actually going to get the craft book to craft the bullets to secure rot too down here, which would be nice. We're going to pick that up this episode too. In case anyone wants to, you know, go through and explore between episodes or anything like that. Yeah, make sure we're grabbing everything. So don't worry about going up in here yet. We already did the right side, we're going to do the left side. Grab everything, then we're going to go behind this place, get up top, drop down, then come back the opposite way, and you're going to knock this down. So you can kill these guys if you want. You notice they have more health than the other ones. I find it really weird, or I find it extremely weird that this is the underground area you would find first, as this one's in Limgrave. Yet this is a higher level than the one we did in the Urnia. I'm not sure why that is. But, you know, that's how it is. You don't really have to worry about fighting any of the claiming here. Now, back to the far left is some other stuff we want to grab too before we proceed on. Get your glove works. Dude Kiss Turbo. Might just kill these guys so we can grab our loot without them fucking with us too much. Golly, guys. Sheesh. These guys are not very nice enemies. Alright. Now we just take our time and grab everything, or smithing core. Okay, we'll start piling up some good smithing stones. Even right now, our cores are up at 21. That's almost 2 more weapons up to plus 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, almost 2 weapons up to plus 12. You guys gotta keep in mind too, we've only done 2 regions. We're sitting here at level 81, which is just phenomenal. It's just insane. I don't know how we're this high level right now. Because I would have, like, and if anyone wants to bring up the fact that we killed the dragon at the beginning. Well, when we did our Somber run, that's typically when I tell you to kill the dragon. You know what I mean? In fact, you gotta kill him to get a legendary incantation for the platinum anyways. And we would have went ahead and grabbed that after we killed him, but there's a church in Caelid that we have to get to. You can't go to the church in Limgrave for that spell. You gotta go to the one in Caelid. So, I mean, that's coming up. We just haven't done it yet. But yeah, you could argue that fact, but last time, for those of you who don't know, we're redoing the walkthrough. A couple saves got messed up, corrupted, or really something happened, we'll say. Not really corrupted. Just trying to show people how to get all the secret endings in one playthrough and show them how to back up saves, and we deleted our most important episode. So here we are again. But when we did that walkthrough the first time, we didn't kill the big dragon until, I just want to talk about this real quick and I'll tell you what's going on. So we didn't kill the big dragon until we did our Somber run, which we did 2 episodes back. Or, yeah, 2 episodes back. When we went, you know, when you go through Raya Lucaria, get sent to the Volcano Manor, and then when we went down to Caelid to get the 8 and 9, that's when we would typically have killed the dragon anyways. So whether you kill him at the beginning or then, your levels are going to be the same. You're not getting any more runes, you're just getting them at a different time. And when we did that, we weren't at level 80, no, we weren't this high yet. So we're just doing, you know, we're just doing a good job here. And in fact, by episode 20, we were already like 2 episodes into Caelid. We're at level episode 22, I think. And we haven't even gotten to Caelid. So I think we're just been taking our time to do a better, more thorough job. So that's good. You know, I've already done the walkthrough, but it just shows that, you know, we're improving upon things. It's not just about redoing it because the saves got messed up. We're also, you know, doing a better job, so it's important. As you see, guys, we worked our way. We got all the loot running through. We went up by the stairs where you typically exit, then got on the wall, worked our way around, and now we're up here. So what we want to do is get on Torrent, but only for a second. want to jump, late jump, jump off. I just find it safer to do it that way. Drop, take that out, get your Oracle Bubbles. That's what I told you was like an intelligence arcane spell. There's only a few in the game. There's only 2 in the game, and we're actually about to get the other one too, so there's not many options for it, but there's a few, you know. Just different stuff for people to try, I guess. Alright, now like I said, we're kind of just working our way backwards through everything now. I grab that. Okay. I don't think there's anything else over here. I just want to make sure. I mean, Duke kissed Herba. It's like nothing, you know. That shit's fucking everywhere. Excuse my language. It's like everywhere throughout the game. Then obviously we already got everything from our main path, so we're good. And keep on moving. So we're making pretty good time too. We're only like 40 minutes in, which is pretty close to the end, but 36 minutes in. And we've already done our first underground region. And about a third of this one, once, you know, we get to what I would like to do up here. And I told you guys there's a good lightning frostbite quality weapon. We'll probably actually be getting that this episode, not next. Because like I said, we're going to try to do that little optional side path so we can get our Somber 5 and kill the other Dragonkin soldier. And that's, you know, the Dragonkin soldier drops that really badass weapon. It's like a dragon halberd. Damn, we cut right through his spell. Oops. Alright, rainbow stones. Silver firefly. That thing actually does pack a pretty big punch though. Pretty big explosion. Alright. Now we're officially ready to progress. Oops. Golden Rune 4. And I've been telling everybody that, you know, I'm working on this at the same time as I'm working on the Shadow of the Erd Tree walkthrough. That's up to level episode 10 right now. But I haven't even done an episode for that in like 2 days. I've been really trying to progress through because, you know, I try to do a walkthrough of this all the way up to the DLC so we can kind of do the whole adventure together. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, well, do I want to put that on hold so we can do that now? Take this walkthrough all the way through for it? So, if you've been following that along, I just don't, you know, I don't know how we should do it. That being said, I'm going to be, I work tomorrow, then I'm off, so we're already, you know, up to Kaled. Have the underground done by probably tomorrow. So, I mean, we could probably get back to the DLC with this whole fresh run in 3 days, you know? But I don't want to make people wait, so, I mean, if you guys have an opinion on that, what you would rather do, you know, let me know down in the comments. Until that time, maybe we'll redo that one too. I'll go ahead and get it done. And then after this playthrough is complete, we'll redo that one with this build. So I want to do something with this build. Or we could just do like a DLC playthrough with it and see if people want to watch that. But I wanted to do like the whole walkthrough together, the whole package deal. You know what I mean? Now, oh, here's the Shadow of the Erd Tree walkthrough, but we're going to release the Elden Ring walkthrough after. I wanted to do like the whole thing together. But, yeah, I got to start getting back on my episodes for that, and we'll figure it out. I mean, I can't do 2 Shadow of the Erd Tree walkthroughs, but maybe we could do one, and then whatever this build turns into, we'll just do like a run of that. Or we'll just keep it all together and redo that. We'll see. We'll see. want to do the right thing by you guys and make sure everyone's liking what we're doing. You know what I mean? And try to do what's the most beneficial. As you see, guys, it's just straightforward path. No need to really tell you guys what to do there. Let's go and rest. And I do want to go ahead and switch around my wondrous physic. That was situational thing. So magic shrouding. So you can do like magic shrouding and opaline or magic shrouding and dex. Yeah, we'll do that. More damage. Okay, so from here, we're going to get up this side of Grace, or up this little hill from the side of Grace. I do believe a shield would be good here. Deal with these very annoying guys. They're even more annoying than they were before. Not much health, but when they start doing their combos, man, this weapon's slapping. It must be already getting good scaling or something like that, because I didn't realize how much damage this thing was doing. It's only 415. Please excuse the background noise. It's another reason I redid the walkthrough to begin with. Dogs and people yelling at dogs. So sorry about that, guys. Please forgive me. I'm trying to keep it to a minimal. I really am. That cookbook is how you're going to craft your boluses to cure rot. Now from here, I just wanted to go and grab that. I would like to just progress this place like I had it planned. But these are the pillars with the light. We're not doing that until next episode because I don't want to do part of it on this. And if people aren't following along, I recommend going from episode 1 to the end in order or you're going to be lost anyways. But just run straight across, get your map. Then as soon as you have that and you're at these stairs, just go left. And we're going all the way down until we see a collapsed pillar. Now there will be a few, like you see one here, but that's not it. It's going to be a bigger one. But on the way, let's go over here to your right, talk to Blythe. Now since we started Ronnie's quest before we came down here, Blythe will be here. If you missed a step, it's not important. This is probably the second time I've ever done it myself.
Good to see you. Apologies, mate. But I don't have much to report. I see bloody knock-on right above me. But I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celibus. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right?
Okay. So like I said, whether you get that dialogue or not doesn't matter. But since we are here, it just makes sense to get it. That's what I'm saying. They don't have much help, but their fucking combos are just very annoying. But we're gonna go back to do what we were already doing. So we're just gonna keep going. With pretty much the cliff on your right side. And you're just going straight, looking for a big pillar. It's going to have a guy on it who's shooting a bow and arrow at you. That's how you know you're in the right place. You can pick up these loots if you want. Less stuff to pick up, next episode. And here you go. So when you see this, like I said, guy with the bow and arrow. It's like that magic arrow, I swear to God, just tracks you down. It's like you're a magnet, and that thing can find you. Go up here, grab a somber 3, might be a 2, can't remember, yeah, 2. And then we want to take this transporter. The other transporters are going to do us no good. This is the one we want. Okay, now that we're here, pretty much just going straight out. We're going to just do everything up here, because like I said, you can't really see it, but this is off in its own. It's like this stuff, it's off in its own. The next episode, we're going to do like, everything in this part, everything in this part, this whole coast, all the way up here. And that's what's next episode, but since it's top portions, it's all by itself. We can get everybody another Somber 5 and spell and weapon and talisman all right here. I figure we just go and get this. We got the time. I mean, we got, 14 minutes left. So in here, back left corner is your Somber 5. Then you get another spell right here. If you ever see them going like that, that's always going to be a spell. So now that's Great Ocular Bubble, or Oracular. That's a weird one. Now in between the buildings, going southwest again. You can go over here. You got a few things to grab, actually. 2 things. So firstly, go up there, get your gold rune 7. That's actually a pretty decent one. It's like 2,500 something. And go between these rocks over here. You gotta jump off Torrent. For whatever reason, Torrent can't get through there. I mean, if you jump on them, but there's like a little invisible wall or something. I don't know what that's about. Then we go over here and grab our Dragon Wound Grease, which actually does work on the Dragonkin Soldier for obvious reasons. See what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I figured I'd mention that. Alright. So now it's time to go and take on... Wait a second. It's supposed to be a globe work. Alright, so we're about to take on the Dragonkin Soldier, but we're going to go out to the left and go behind the other building first. Because there is a globe work we didn't pick up. Now, I want to say it's a later tier globe work for your summons, it's important. Yeah, Ghost Globe Work 5. That's, very later tier from us right now. It's the first one we got, you know what I mean? So, I knew it was important. So, first you got the Dragonkin Soldier, and then end that. So, the talisman we're running, if you guys remember, gives us 20 free stats, but it's to health, endurance, strength, and dex. This other talisman gives you +3, but it's the opposite. So it's arcane, it's faith, it's intelligence, and it's mind. So you can summon here. Like I said, he has more health, he does more damage. So I'm gonna use my tier so we can do more damage. Ugh. Yeah, you see, it's hard, man. Oh shit, I forgot about that. It's very hard, but it's very much the same fight, though. A lot of times when he does that slam, they'll actually come in 3s. Oh, he got us. It's okay. Steak of America, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and summon now. And we can refill our mana. And Oleg's a good summon. I don't know, a lot of people swear by him. I think he ends up falling off later in the game, but for now he's really good. While he's doing his little opening roar attack, you're gonna see, yeah, you gotta watch that stamina, that's why. No! Dude, I have a fucking summons here. Why aren't you fighting him? I hate when they do that. They'll just straight up ignore your fucking summons. And just go for you. Yeah, if I knew that was gonna happen, decide to heal to it. Bro. Just be careful. Charge heavy. Jumping attacks, charge like heavy attacks, or jumping heavy. It's a good way to try to stagger them, just like anything else. You can dodge through that if you're not like me and you like use your head. Yeah, it's pretty much the same fight, each more stationary. Not bad. With our upgrades we have for our weapons, having a summon that's got a few upgrades, it's not too bad. Dragon Halberd, excellent weapon. I love that weapon. It's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it has the thrustings, which I'm not a huge fan of. But, you know, with that being said, still pretty nice. We need 22 strength, so I can't use it. Damn it, I love it. So, shaped like a dragon, dragon halberd. We got pokes, but the heavies is swipes. I actually used this for quite a while with my last build. A lot of fun. Two-handed we could use it. So the Astrovore, spin and slash. But you hit it again, boom. But just hitting it once doesn't buff your weapon. So now, usually just says physical, but with that you get another 160 to lightning. And it doesn't say this, but if you actually go here to read about it, halberd shaped like a dragon and wreathed with both ice and lightning. Alas, the dragonkin soldiers never attained immortality and perished as decrepit, pale imitations of their skyborn kin. Skill spin and slash, skill favored by dexterous warriors. Slash your foes, your body spins, additional inputs allow for a follow-up attack. So it doesn't actually say, but it does say here both ice and lightning. So while it's buffed and you're using it, you just hit people, you'll see the frostbite proc. But yeah, I mean, it's a phenomenal weapon. I really like it. Be pretty good for quality builds, you know what I mean? But yeah. The more I find stuff like that, the more I want to go into quality or faith decks. I'm really struggling not to do it yet, y'all. Now I do want to do like have like dex intelligence, but the fact of the matter is that the best stuff for it just doesn't come for until like the end of the game. You know what I mean? That's kind of when I want to do it. But just keep going straight. Grab your golden seed. Now we need to jump down. Is this the one? Yeah. So we jump on torrent. Now you gotta stay on torrent for this. And the reason being is because you're not gonna make this jump yourself. You know. But after you jump up, jump off of them. Go around here, get a stone sword key. There you go. Now we pretty much officially have done. Oh, we did get it. Yeah, like I said. So it raises int, faith, arcane, and mind. So like I said, the four opposite ones. But yeah, so now we have all this this portion done. We'll be good for next episode. Like I said, this is kind of like off on its own. There is one more rune arc we can grab here, so let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll kind of wrap on up. And I would keep pushing through, but we're almost out of time anyways. Yeah, we're at 52 minutes, and we don't want to start doing shit that we can't finish this episode. So stay to the left side. This actually brings you back into like a really cool looking area. Unfortunately, you're gonna notice there's not much here. I mean, there's the rune arc, but it looks like there's like, you know, something more to this place, and there just isn't, you know, so. But it is really cool. Hidden behind a waterfall, you go in like this little cove area, and you're like, oh, this has got to be something amazing. Badass weapon or armor, and it's like, oh, rune arc, okay. You know what I mean? But still, it's really badass, cool design and stuff like that. Alright, so from here, let's go ahead and jump over to Soifra River Bank. Close on out and get ready for next episode. So, moving forward, guys. Next episode, the way we want to tackle this place is like we'll clear this waterway here on this side of the bridge. Then we'll clear this. And do a couple little things right here. But after that, we're actually going to try and run straight through past all the enemies here. Get to the side of Grace back here. Then work from the back to the front. Reason being is there's a few of those guys. There's a lot of rats. There's a lot of those guys with the horns. Like the celestial guys with the horns, and with those arrows that seem to never miss. So it's just better to start, you know, come here, rest, and then work behind them, going on up, lighting all your pillars, getting all the loose loot, and we'll come out here, you know, grab some stuff, and then, you know, we'll end by going here for the boss fight. Either way, let's go ahead and wrap on up here. Then we'll, you know, pick up where we left off last episode, or this episode, get this cleared up, and be ready for Caleb moving forward. So we'll see y'all back here shortly.